I'm so glad that you've chosen to join me today as we explore the unique schwa sound. I know that some of you have been waiting a while for this video, and I'm happy to say that the wait is over. The schwa sound is an interesting English sound because even though it is often technically seen as a short U sound, it can actually represent any vowel in English. Crazy, right? Unfortunately, this also makes it a confusing and frustrating sound both in pronunciation and spelling for most English learners. So let's dive into this sound a bit more and understand why, when, and how it happens. Keep in mind as we discuss the schwa sound that English is a rhythm-based language and it is stress-timed. This means that the most important parts of what is said in English is given more emphasis, or in other words, is stressed. This applies both to sentences, meaning that the word that has the most importance in the sentence will be given stress, and to words, meaning that words with more than one syllable will have both a stronger and a weaker syllable, also known as stressed and unstressed. Unstressed syllables and words are typically said a bit quieter and faster than stressed words and syllables. This means that to some degree they lose their integrity and are not said as correctly as the pure sound would be. Ultimately, this means that most unstressed vowel sounds are pronounced as a schwa sound. Since I've just told you that any word in English that has more than one syllable has a stressed and an unstressed syllable, and since every syllable in English must have a vowel sound, I'm sure that you can imagine just how common this sound is. In fact, because this sound can represent any vowel in the English language, it is also the most common vowel sound that is used in English, even though it doesn't have its own representation. Estimates show that 1 in every 3 vowel sounds is actually a schwa sound. The schwa sound is a lazy sound that is produced when you keep your jaw, tongue, and lips all completely relaxed during the pronunciation of the sound. Really, you barely open your mouth at all to make this vowel sound. If you remember from previous videos, I've explained to you before how lazy English is in general. We can see this when, in some cases, we even drop the entire vowel sound in pronunciation altogether. For example, in words like camera, different, and chocolate. English speakers know what these specific words are because the schwa sound has grown so compressed in these words that even though you can hear it if someone is speaking slowly, you may only hear these words as 2-syllable words instead of the 3 that are written. So at the end of the day, if this unstressed sound is so common, ironically that means that we need to learn how to pronounce it. In general, the schwa sound sounds like a short U sound. However, it is a weaker, softer version of the short U. As I mentioned before, this means that it is always an unstressed syllable. Almost by definition, it can never be stressed, as generally more emphasis and focus is given to pronouncing stressed syllables accurately in English. To produce the sound, drop your jaw away from your mouth slightly while keeping your lips relaxed. Your tongue also stays completely flat and does not need to move up, down, forward, or back. Just like I said before, this is a completely relaxed sound. So as soon as you intentionally move your mouth into any shape, it is no longer going to produce the schwa sound. Keep in mind that because the schwa sound can be represented by any vowel in the English language, the pronunciation of the sound is not impacted at all by the vowel that you see in the word. This is one of those tricky times that spelling will not help you learn pronunciation, and pronunciation will not help you sound out the spelling. In order to practice this, I want you to work with me here. Grab a piece of paper and write the words down that we are practicing. Then, circle the syllable that you believe contains the schwa sound. Since this will likely take a few extra seconds, feel free to pause the video as you play through it. Alternatively, just try to identify which syllable you believe uses the schwa sound in your mind before the answer is given to you in the video. about, about. Tiger, tiger. Support, support. Investment, investment. Pencil, pencil. Salad, salad. Prison, prison. Carrot, carrot. Ah, ah. Woman, woman. Lemon, lemon. Volcano, volcano. Academic, academic. Balloon, balloon. Classical, classical. Calendar, calendar. Vinyl, vinyl. Dependent, dependent. Problem, problem. Disgusted, disgusted. Family, family. Helplessness, helplessness. Analysis, analysis. The, the. Unexpected, unexpected. Blanket, blanket. Human, human. Hesitant, hesitant. Thousand, thousand. Zebra, zebra. How did that go for you? I hope that you took the time to try and identify the schwa sounds for yourself as you went through the words. The reality is that although the schwa sound complicates all of the other sounds that we've been learning, by learning and properly using the schwa sound, you will begin to sound more and more like a native English speaker. As a side note, the schwa sound actually occurs in other languages as well, not just English. Let's try a sentence. See if you can identify the schwa sound in any of the words as they are spoken. How many can you count? Don't forget to take the time to say the sentence out loud as well, trying to copy the rhythm and stress that I give to each of the words. Never forget that studying English consists of not only learning vocabulary and grammar, but also the nuances of language, such as the rhythm and stress patterns of pronunciation. Never forget that studying English consists of not only learning vocabulary and grammar, but also the nuances of language, such as the rhythm and stress patterns of pronunciation. How many schwa sounds did you catch in that sentence? I hear 17. Wow! If you didn't get that, that's okay. Why don't you give it one more try before seeing the answer? Never forget that studying English consists of not only learning vocabulary and grammar, but also the nuances of language, such as the rhythm and stress patterns of pronunciation. Never forget that studying English consists of not only learning vocabulary and grammar, but also the nuances of language, such as the rhythm and stress patterns of pronunciation. Great work today! There is no doubt that mastering the schwa sound will take time and effort, but as you make progress, you will notice more and more that you are better able to match the tone and rhythm of native English speech. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Facebook for more conversation-based discussions. See you next time!